Today we're going to go over how to configure your user registration settings. The first thing you'll need to do is you'll need to navigate to your community website. Once you've arrived at the website, you will go to the Welcome drop-down menu and select Login. You will then utilize the username and password that has been provided for you for this site. For this example, we're going to use admin. Once the internal home page loads, you'll go to the Welcome drop-down menu and select Membership. Once this page loads, you will find the Configure User Account Settings link and click on it. Once the page loads, you'll notice that there are several different pieces to setting up the site user registration. The first thing is the user admin address. This is going to be the sender used for membership registration. For this example, we're going to use membership@demohoa.org. The next selection is you get to choose what kind of activation is required to gain access to this site. To change the settings, you will click on the drop-down menu. You'll notice that there are several different settings that allow for open registration, approval by staff, approval by member, existing members only, or no registration allowed. For this example, we're going to select approval by staff. You then get to select what type of membership a user that registers for your website will receive upon being approved. You'll notice that there are several different options in the drop-down menu. We're going to keep it at full member. You then have the ability to ask for or require the following information: a lot number, a security code, or member or account number. You also have the choice of requiring a validation of the street number for your resident. The next section is all about user passwords. The first checkbox is if you want the administrators to have the ability to view resident passwords. If you do not, make sure that this box is not checked. The next section is the maximum days allowed between password changes for the users. You could set this to any number you want to. We recommend that you set it to something other than 0 though, as you want the best security for your residents. The next section gives you the minimum requirements for the password that the user is going to use. We have selected medium, which is bare minimum 6 characters, one of those characters being a number, and it requires at least 1 capital letter. You can see that there's several different options if you decide that you don't need that much security, or if you would like stronger security. The next selection allows you to choose what will happen if the user requests password reset. You'll see that there's several different options here as well. For this example, we're just going to keep it at send username and password by email. The next section is how many login attempts a user is allowed before that user's account is locked out. For now, we have it at 6, but you could set it to any number that you would like. The final area is the amount of time that must pass before a user's account becomes unlocked for them to reattempt signing in if they do not want to request a password reset. For this example, we have set it to 15 minutes. If you set it to 0, the user's account will remain locked until you say so. Once you have made all the changes to this page, what you'll want to do is click on the Save Settings button. Once you get the notification, the settings were successfully updated, you are good to go. You have now learned how to configure user registration settings for your community website.